Dear students of English literature, today we are going to study the third part of the story The Gold Watch, that is written by Ponjikar Rafi. In this story, students, in part 2 you came to know that Sanku was lying on his torn mat and he was imagining how to steal the gold watch, because this gold watch was the solution of his problems, because Sanku was in debt. Now see what he was thinking and why. Finding it unbearable, Sanku turned over on his stomach and thought, I mean to say, Sanku was lying on his stomach and he was very much troubled because of his thoughts. He was thinking he had no alternative but he will have to pick the watch tomorrow. And this was the last situation. And he was thinking whether this watch would be able to give him 20 rupees, and if he got 20 rupees he would be able to pay all his debt, and it would be a great solution for his life to get relief. With the feeling of relief he drifted into light sleep. He his eyes closed and he took a light sleep. And because he slept late, it was morning. Sanku's wife interrupted and made him awake and asked, yes, you still sleeping? Sanku's wife said gently, shaking his shoulders. It is long after sunrise. You know. Sanku raised his head at once. His wife picked up the younger child who was crawling up to her and asked Sanku, don't you have to go to work today, or will you keep on sleeping? At this, Sanku says, oh yes, I will go to the factory. And he got out of the bed immediately. He stepped into the courtyard and saw the shining rays of the sun falling on the thatch on the bamboo fields. He washed his face with his hands and usual, put on his working clothes as he used to do daily. He was about to leave for his factory when his wife said, listen, you must buy some ointment for the child. She threw a commanding look at him. Sanku felt at each of the sores on the child's festering body and was staring at him gruesome way. Means Sanku was very focused to the fasting body of his child, and he was very sad. And in this way, Sanku kept on being silent, and a moment passed in this silence. Sanku asked like a fool because his mind was not working, what sort of ointment do you need? His wife was very surprised and said, ointment for the sores, continued his wife. You mean you have not seen the sores all over the child's body? Sanku said, yes, I have seen. Please tell me how many paise worth of ointment? At least 13 paise worth, was said by the wife. We must apply it for 3 times a day to relieve our child. Sanku replied, yes, okay, I'll see. Sanku began to walk with bent head because he was still thinking something. Something was happening in his mind, and there was a storm of stealing the watch in his mind. Please call out in soft voice. Suddenly, Sanku's wife instructed Sanku once again. She spoke gently, although, please bring 2 ripe bananas, and when you come back in the evening, the baby starts crying at night because we don't have anything to give him, and I have no milk to give him. Sanku, she stood there pulling up her blouse with her left hand. The Sanku noticed her belly bulging out because she was pregnant and another baby was to come there. Was it another burden on this way? Student, this is a most important short answer from this chapter. Why did Sanku curse himself? The answer will be this. Sanku cursed himself because his wife was going to be pregnant, was going to bear one child again, and she was pregnant, and it was another burden. She was cursing himself for all this. With a deep sigh, he resumed his walk to the factory. Students, in this way, it was another burden on Sanku, and he was extremely disturbed because of this. Student, we will see what happens to Sanku in lecture number 4. Please subscribe ORAC Classes of English and be updated with all the syllabus. Thanks.